Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video on shotgun shells. I'm going to get a little closer. Um, two Canadian brands. One's kind of newer, the other has been trusted in Canada for decades. I believe they stopped making it, and that's the Imperial. I believe they stopped making it for a while, and I don't know whether it was demand or just exactly what, but they brought it back. That's 3-inch steel, double B. Here's an old Imperial lead paper shot, but the plastic ones look exactly the same, that it's not paper. But as you can see, the brass on that is substantially longer. Right about to there, the first thing is where the other one ends up. Maybe not even really that high, sorry. I don't know what that was shot to be loaded with. It was lead, so it was probably number 2, number 4, or something like that. Maybe number 6. I've shot Imperial lead at rabbits, partridge, crows, and a few other things, boards, buckets, and cardboards once or twice, just to see what the kind of pattern the double B, the bigger lead, was going to do for me. Pretty good for crows. And then on the right here we have the newer. It's Challenger steel. This is 1 1/8 ounce the number 1s. I like using 1 1/4 ounce, even if it's only 1400 feet per second. If it's 1425 or 1450, hey, the faster the better. But I like 1 ounce. I like the little heavier payload than the speed. I know with steel they say it's all about speed, but I don't know. I kind of like the payload for a little bit of speed. Some guys like the speed for a little bit of payload. The Imperial's 1 1/4 ounce, but the Challenger, I shot a couple rounds of the Imperial, and haven't really patterned it, but I shot it. Just had a few things and really liked it. Haven't shot the Challenger steel, and then we have Challenger handicap target loads, 7.5s. That has 1 1/8 ounce. And this is what I find funny about some of the new loadings, some of the shotgun shells offering now in 12 gauge. I mean, you got 12 gauge 3-inch with steel, 1 1/8 ounce, 1550. Yeah, that's fast, but that's not overly fast. Not for what I would think for steel. The target shell is lead. That comes off at 1200 feet per second. And that's 1 1/8 ounce shot. So you know, if it was 1 1/4 ounce 3-inch in that steel, 1400 probably is what it would be. I would have to imagine that's what Imperial is, and if they're not made by the same people in the factory, I'm not sure if Challenger is a subsidiary, say, of Imperial. If it's not, it would almost look like it is. They're almost identical. The hulls and the brass, the primers, everything's always identical. So you know, if it was 1 1/4 ounce, it'd be 1400 feet per second. Well, that's only 200 feet per second faster than 1 1/8 ounce in the lead. It's not a lot faster, you know. But I guess guys that are hand loading these shells 1 1/8 ounce, I'm sure, are getting 16, 1625, 1650, and 1 1/4 ounce. I imagine they're getting 1450, 1500, 1550. So, and if you want to blow your arm apart and your gun up, probably loading the 1 1/4 ounce to 1600. But kind of why I really don't shoot the Remy Hypersonics. I bought a box of them to say the pattern of the gun is fairly good, but my God, they seem to, not that they're overly dirty, but they seem to definitely leave the residue in the barrel, and they kick like a mule to me. 1 1/4 ounce number 2s kicked noticeably more out of my Remington 887 Nitro Mag. They kicked noticeably more the number 2 ounce and 3/8 of the blind side. So, you know, yeah, sure, it's real fast, but it's kind of pricey, and shoot 10 or 12 of those, and you're going to be knowing that you are just shooting a shotgun. You know, it's not like going out and shooting the dove load target loads. But I just wanted some feedback from the viewers, if they've tried either one, both, which one they like better, which one they don't. If you guys have a shell preference for steel or lead, it doesn't really matter, but especially steel 3-inch waterfowl loads and 3.5s. I'd like to hear about it. Guys that reload too, you know, leave some comments. Tell me what you guys think. I mean, the Imperial is a little bit more. They come in boxes of 20. I'm not sure why, but they come in boxes of 20 for $19.20 plus tax for 20 rounds. It's a little bit under $20 a round for tax. And the Challenger was a bit cheaper. It was, well, the box itself was more at $19.40 or $50, but there's 5 extra rounds. So if the Challenger, when I pattern it in my gun, if the Challenger does just as good or better, well, obviously if it does better, I know what I'm going to. But if it does just as good, I'll probably still Canadian. I'll probably go with the Challenger. I've never shot number 1 shot before, so it's a tiny bit bigger than number 2s, and obviously the bit smaller than the double Bs. But I hear a lot of guys like it over decoys. I hear a lot of guys like it in 10 gauge rounds for geese over decoys. But anyway, I'm excited to see what these 2 rounds do, because like I said, the old Imperial lead did not disappoint. It did not. Guys been using it for years, and let me tell you, some of the older guys will probably take this if it were legal, because it's not here in Nova Scotia, anywhere in Canada, anywhere in North America, I believe. But you know, they'd use lead for waterfowl. But if you could, I bet you a lot of guys would take this at a number 6 or a number 4 lead over a number 1 double B 3-inch steel. You know, so they're reliable. They got the knockdown power, and I bet you most of them are ounce and a quarter loads too, if not even possibly heavier. I'm not sure, but they're loaded stout. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and leave some comments for me, please.